My name is Jittu Kumar.
And you are a resident of this locality?
Yes, ma'am. I am a resident of this locality.
Alright. So, can you tell me? I saw you guys stop here on your scooty and you were watching. What is happening here?
Actually, I came for town for some kind of shopping. Suddenly, I hear some sounds like this. So, me and my brother thought that to check what's happening there. So, we just came here and saw this. So, we like the sounds. So, we just stopped and hear it. That's all.
So, whose campaign is this? Like, do you know the candidate? What do you think about him?
Actually, it is a BJP candidate, and the candidate name is Anil Antony. This whole kind of program is just conducting for as a part of election.
So, what do you think about? Do you know anything about Anil Antony? What kind of promises is he making? You are a youth, so like, how do you identify with what he's trying to say to the youth or the people?
Actually, I hear Anil Antony because his father is very famous, and his father was 2 or 3 times Chief Minister of Kerala, but he was actually participated in Congress. Anil Antony has recently changed his party from Congress to BJP. Actually, these kind of things I only know about Anil Antony. There is actually I didn't hear his speech, and that's all things. But I believe that he's a candidate of BJP, and BJP didn't have enough support from Kerala. If they get a chance to, they
I
will.
think he has a chance.
If he get a chance, he will definitely utilize that and show their skills and techniques to elaborate their party and all. So, if Anil Antony wins, that will be benefit for this locality.
So, as a youth, do you identify or do you relate to the things he is telling you?
Actually, I didn't hear his speech and that all things, so I cannot say that what he is thinking and all.
But other than that, you have read the manifesto. If you have seen the manifesto, the kind of promises the party is making in terms of Kerala also, that they will bring development for Kerala. So, what do you think about that?
Actually, I may not believe in that kind of promises because most of the people may provide very kind of fake promises in order to win the election. After winning the election, there are a lot of chances to change that kind of things. So I may not believe that kind of promises. I make a vision on the different kinds of person, their educational status and their way of speaking, their skills and all. I just focus on that and just vote for that.
Sir, can you tell me what are your plans for Pattanamthitta? What are the issues in this constituency that you want to address?
So, we had recently launched our manifesto, and our Prime Minister focused on 4 areas: Garib, Yo, Annadata, and Nari. You come to this constituency, most of the people are there only. It's a constituency with a lot of agrarian population, a large number of, you can switch it off, a large number of farmers. The farmers here are in distress, especially the rubber farmers. It's a place with almost 50 plus colleges, a large number of young population. But there are no industries in this particular districts, large or small. So people here want employment opportunities. They want job opportunities. Because now more and more young people, they are leaving this district, especially the district, because there are no industry here. This is one of the constituencies where the number of women voters are way more than the number of male voters. Then this constituency has a lot of specific characteristics. There's the home to Sabrimala, there's the home to Parimala Church, which is a very popular church for the Christian community. This is the home to Erimeli Mosque. All the Ayyappas going to Sabrimala temple go to Erimeli Mosque and break a coconut before going there. The Aranmula boat race, which is one of the biggest boat races in India, happen here. International conventions happen here. So this has the potential to be a large religious cultural hub. There's a place with a lot of scenic places. It has a potential to be a large tourist hub. Some places here got the potential to be a large medical hub. But because of lack of infrastructure and connectivity, we are not able to reach its potential. So a few days back, I had released a manifesto just for this constituency, where there is a holistic plan for the development of Pathanamthitta. Right now, you look at this constituency. There is a constituency with unlimited potential, but because of the lack of direction of the UDF and LDF, especially in this constituency, the people are not getting the due. So, me as a member of parliament, I am very sure that I will be able to bring development, progress, and opportunities for the people. This is one of the few constituencies in India which doesn't have any central government backed PSUs units here. No IT park, no industrial park, no startup incubators. So we have a plan to develop this place in a very holistic manner, and we are very sure that the people here will show trust in what the BJP is doing, just like what they are doing across India.
Sir, there is a 3-time sitting Congress MP and then there is LDF. Now, their campaign is largely about anti-BJP rather than their own achievements. What do you have to say about politics of non-performance, and like how do you see this, their campaign versus your campaign?
When we go to people, even in Kerala, I am going as a representative of a party, the largest party in the world, which has always delivered whatever we have said. We have delivered more than what you have said. And then we have a prime minister, a leader, who is right now the most popular leader in India, even globally. Like you rightly said, I have two other main contestants in this constituency. One is Dr. Thomas Isaac, he's a multiple-time MLA, former finance minister. But the state is in huge financial distress. And right now, they are not even able to pay salaries to employees and their salaries and pensions to employees and former employees. The state is nearly bankrupt, huge debts. So they won't be able to bring any development to any place. Then you have a 3-time sitting MP here. But people here, they're very disappointed with his work. The first 5 years he was MP. The first 5 years there was Dr. Manmohan Singh's UPA government. Then Mr. Umman Chandy's UDF government. So he had double boost, but still he didn't deliver. The next 10 years, people say that the only thing he is doing is putting up waiting sheds and lampposts. There are no industries here. There is no central government projects coming. It is one of the most underdeveloped constituencies in entire Kerala. So people here want development, progress and opportunities. Both the other candidates and the parties and the fronts they represent, they have a proven track record of non-performance, especially in this constituency. While I represent a leader and a party and a coalition that has always delivered wherever we have been given an opportunity, and now we are asking the people for that opportunity.
So how do you see this development? Because largely we have seen the LDF and the Congress's campaign has been about fear mongering. That is what the people told us, that we will vote for the Congress no matter, even if we don't have water, we don't have basics. So how do you see this?
There's nothing unexpected, and in the coming days, months, you will see more and more people, including from the Christian community, collaborate with the BJP, which is already happening across India. So right now you look at Goa, you look at the Northeast, 9 states there. And almost all these states, the Christian community is a very big factor. They are more than 30% plus in many of the states. In 2-3 other states, they are even more than 80-90% of the population. But now you look at Goa and the Northeast. 8 of the 9 states is governed by the NDA. BJP ourselves we are governing in 4 of the states by ourselves. 8 of them by NDA. So that means even the Christian population is having full faith in the BJP and our work, and they are voting for us and they are supporting us. And it is because of the work we have done. It is because of the work we have done. Where in the last 10 years, just in the Northeast, we have spent over 6 lakh crores under the Act East policy to develop that area. So people are showing trust in us and they are voting for us there, even in Goa. But in Kerala, the UDF and the LDF, and they have a deep-rooted ecosystem. And right now they have been routed across India. The left front used to exist in West Bengal. They used to exist in, let's say, Tripura. Even many of the other places like Maharashtra and Bihar and all, they were a factor. But now everywhere they don't exist. Now they are only existing in Kerala. Similarly, Congress also is now in its dwindling stages. So, and nationally they are part of the same alliance, the India alliance. And here, the Congress and the Communist and their deep-rooted ecosystem, they are in two fronts here just to keep the BJP away. So now they are all working in tandem to create a false perception about the BJP, which has been rejected by the people of India across India, like including Christian-dominated states in northeastern Goa. So people here have been, including the churches, they are understanding reality. While I was a candidate here in the last 3-4 weeks itself, almost 3-4 MLAs came from the northeast, including from Manipur, a Christian MLA from Manipur. And they were all going and meeting people. And they were telling the churches here that what you are hearing is not reality. Reality is something else. Similarly, we are all interacting with them, and our Prime Minister believes in the motto of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. So, we are not working for any religion or caste. We are working for entire 140 crore people and take them to a destination of Vikasit Bharat. So, while our opposition, they are trying to divide the country based on caste and religion. Rahul Gandhi is traveling across India, and all he is talking about is a caste census. He wants to divide India based on caste. So, people here, including the Christian community, even Muslim community, a lot of people, like this constituency has a lot of Muslim community also. A lot of them actually told me that this time, for the first time, they are going to vote for the BJP. And it is because of the empowerment we are doing to them also. Like we abolished triple talaq. It empowered half of the entire Muslim population. Similarly, we are giving scholarships to lakhs of Muslim girls now, more than any time in the past. So more and more people, even the minorities, they are all believing in our Prime Minister's vision, and they are all now saying that this time we are going to vote for us. So this time Pathanamthitta will be a big win for us, and it will be one of the many seats we are going to get in Kerala, which will contribute to our tally.
We are covering Anil K. Antony, who is the BJP's candidate, his campaign in Pathanamthitta today. This is the parliamentary constituency which also is known for the Sabrimala. So, and the Believers Church of Kerala today has extended their support to Anil K. Antony, which has come as a very big development. So let us speak to the people also and see and talk about his candidature. Hi sir, what is your name?
Jay Prasad.
Alright, we saw you watching the campaign here. This is Anil K. Antony campaigning. What do you have to say about his candidature?
Campaign എങ്ങനെ പോകുന്നു ചോദിക്കുന്നത്?
നല്ല രീതിയിൽ പോകുന്നുണ്ട്.
It's fine, it's going good.
What do you think about the candidate? Like the kind of things he has spoken about, the kind of things he has promised for Pathanamthitta. What do you think about that?
നമ്മുടെ സ്ഥാനാർത്ഥി എന്താണ് സംസാരിക്കുന്നത്, നമ്മുടെ കോൺസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യുവൻസിയെ കുറിച്ച് എങ്ങനെയാണ് വിഷയങ്ങൾ അവതരിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നുണ്ടോ?
തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Of course, the candidate what he is promising is it's a true only. Yeah.
What are the few things, like you are a youth, if I may ask you, what are the few things that resonate with you?
നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇതുമായിട്ട് റിലേറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള എന്താണുള്ളത് കാൻഡിഡേറ്റ് പറയുന്ന പ്രോമിസുകളിൽ?
പറയുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങളിൽ എല്ലാം ഓക്കെയാണ്, എന്നാലും പറയുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ നടപ്പിലാക്കി തരാനുള്ള ഒരു സാധ്യത നമ്മുടെ സംസ്ഥാനത്ത് എതിർ പാർട്ടികളൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ നിൽക്കുമ്പം എല്ലാം നടത്തി തന്നാൽ നല്ല കാര്യമായിരിക്കും.
He is concerned on the opposition. He is agreed with what he is promising, but he is little concerned about the opposition. If there is a chance, that is a doubtful.
What is your name?
Haji.
Okay. As you can see, Anil K. Antony is campaigning here. What do you say? What do you have to say about the candidate?
Good candidate.
What do you think about the promises that he is making to the people of Pathanamthitta?
പത്തനംതിട്ടയ്ക്ക് വേണ്ടി കൊടുക്കുന്ന പ്രോമിസിനെ കുറിച്ച് ചേട്ടൻ എന്താണ് അഭിപ്രായം?
പത്തനംതിട്ട ഇന്നേ വരെ നടന്നതിൽ ഈ ഇലക്ഷനെ പറ്റിയ രീതിയിലാണ് ഇവർ പറയുന്നത്. ഇവർ പറയുന്ന അജണ്ടകൾ നല്ലതാണ്, നടപ്പിലായാൽ വണ്ടർഫുൾ.
They are announcing special agenda if he's wishing to do so.
All right. And also, what are the kind of promises, what are the kind of things that your constituency needs, which you feel that he can bring?
നമ്മുടെ കോൺസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂൻസിൽ എന്താണ് ആവശ്യമുള്ളത് അദ്ദേഹം കൊണ്ടുവരേണ്ടത് എന്താണ് താങ്കൾ അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് എന്താണ്?
പത്തനംതിട്ട ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുമ്പോൾ മതമൈത്രിയുടെ ഒരു ഇതാണല്ലോ പത്തനംതിട്ട. എല്ലാ മത്സരവും ഒന്നിച്ച് നല്ല രീതിയിൽ ജീവിക്കാനുള്ള അന്തരീക്ഷം അദ്ദേഹം കൊണ്ടുവരുമെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. അതാണ് ഏറ്റവും വണ്ടർഫുൾ.
Communal harmony. He is looking communal harmony. It should be there. Yeah, that's the main thing. Communal harmony. Yeah.
Okay.
It should be maintained.
So communal harmony of what kind are you referring to? Like everybody here, what is the issue that?
അത് അങ്ങനെ പറയാൻ കാരണം ഇഷ്യൂസ് വല്ലതും ഉണ്ടോ?
അല്ല,
ഹാർമണി
ശബരിമല തന്നെ ഒരു ഇഷ്യൂസ് ആണല്ലോ. ശബരിമല നമ്മുടെ അതുപോലെ തിരുമേലി ബാബർ അമ്പലം ഇതെല്ലാം നല്ല രീതിയിലാണ് പോകുന്നത്. ഒന്നും കൂടെ നല്ല രീതിയിൽ ഉറപ്പോട് കൂടി പോവാണെങ്കിലേ യാതൊരു വിഷയമില്ല. അന്നത്തെ ശബരിമല വിഷയം തന്നെ ഇത്രയും വിഷയം ഉണ്ടാകില്ല. അങ്ങനെ ഒന്നിച്ചു പോകുന്ന കാര്യമാണ് ഒരു നല്ല വിജയ സാധ്യതയുള്ള ഒരു കാൻഡിഡേറ്റ്.
Okay, recently in Sabarimala some issues happened very recently years. It should not happen again. That is his concern because the Vavar temple is there, Vavar mandir is there. Should be in harmony.
Hi ma'am, what is your name? What do you think about the candidate?
സ്ഥാനാർത്ഥിയെ കുറിച്ച് എന്താണ് അഭിപ്രായം?
Very good fellow.
Very good fellow. So what are the things that he's promising for Patnamthitta that you feel the people are relating to?
അദ്ദേഹം പത്തനംതിട്ടയ്ക്ക് വേണ്ടി തരുന്നത് എന്തൊക്കെയാണ്? അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് അമ്മയുടെ അഭിപ്രായം എന്താണ്?
നല്ലത് ചെയ്യുമെന്ന് നമുക്ക് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കാം.
She is expecting he will do good things.
Hi sir, what is your name?
Sumaran Nair.
Okay, Nair ji, can you tell us just now Anil K. Antony's campaign happened here. What do you have to say about the candidate?
Candidate കുറിച്ച്
Win ചെയ്യും. He win ചെയ്യും.
he will win.
ജയിക്കും.
He will win.
100% win ചെയ്യും.
So why do you think he will win?
കാരണം എന്താ വിജയിക്കുന്നതിന് കാരണം എന്താണെന്ന്?
അതായത് പീപ്പിൾ തിങ്കിങ് മലയാളത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതിയോ? അതായത് മോദിയെ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഇഷ്ടമാണ്. മോദിയുടെ ഗ്യാരണ്ടിയാണ് ഇനി ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് ഏക പ്രതീക്ഷ. ആത്മഹത്യയുടെ വക്കിൽ നിൽക്കുന്ന ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് മോദിയാണ് കേരളത്തിൽ ഇനി ഏക പ്രതീക്ഷ. ആ ഒറ്റ പ്രതീക്ഷയിലാണ് ജനങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ ജീവിക്കുന്നത്. കച്ചവടക്കാരെ, സാധാരണ തൊഴിലാളികളെ, കൃഷിക്കാരെ എല്ലാവരും ആത്മഹത്യയുടെ വക്കിൽ നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. കച്ചവടക്കാരൊക്കെ തൂക്കിച്ചാകണോ എന്ന് ആലോചിച്ചിട്ട് സമയമാണ്. അപ്പം മോദി വരണം.
Kerala is struggling a lot, especially these kind of small shops. Okay, they are struggling a lot with the financial crisis and all, only because of the LDF government. That's why the people are awaiting Modi's next era, next power.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he also spoke about Modi's guarantee.
Yeah, Modi's
What-
guarantee.
Modi's
Always he
guarantee.
trust on Modi's guarantee.
Modi's
He trust on
guarantee,
Modi's
100%.
yeah.
Modi's guarantee.
So do you think Anil Antony will be able to bring all the Modi's guarantees to Patnamthitta if he wins?
മോദിജിയുടെ എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും ഗ്യാരണ്ടി കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ വേണ്ടി അനിൽജിക്ക് പറ്റുമോ?
അനിൽജിക്ക് പറ്റും.
പറ്റും.
അനിൽജിക്ക് 100% പറ്റും.
He is confident on Anilji's win.
He win.
He can bring all the promises.
So the ballot buzz in Patnamthitta is that Anil K. Antony, there is a lot of support for him. We spoke to various people here who came out to see his campaign, and that is what they are saying, that they are going to support him. They want development in this parliamentary constituency. There are a number of issues which have remained the same or have worsened over a period of time. So this time they are willing to give Anil Antony a chance, and some of them also mentioned that this is the only way Modi's guarantees can be brought to this constituency. So that was all from Patnamthitta. We will see you from Alleppey.